guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for coming back. Today we're going to be making Nigerian party jollof rice. Yes, that smoked one, smoked party jollof. And I'm going to start off by cutting one big onion and then 5 red bell pepper, so it's easy for it to blend in the blender. And I'm using just one one scotch bonnet because it's really hot, and I'm using 1 plum tomato for this recipe. So we're going to start off by opening the can of that plum tomato, and I shall transfer it into the blender, and then I'll rinse out whatever is left inside that tin, because we are not wasting. High cost of living, amen. High cost of living, yes, it's happening everywhere in the world. And then I will just transfer everything I've just chopped, the onions, red bell pepper, and of course the scotch bonnet. I don't know why the scotch bonnet here in the UK, or maybe in most of the European countries, are very spicy. And then in Nigeria, people could actually use as much as 20 scotch bonnets to actually make a dish like this. The theory behind it, I do not know, but this thing is hot. Now we are transferring our combination into the blender, and I'll let it blend for around 70 seconds. Yep, I shall just leave it to blend and blend until it's smooth. Now, before we get to the cooking aspect, I have a confession. Don't judge me. I have something that I'm going to show you, and I know some people will judge me like, oh my god, this girl, why is she using this pot? Let me tell you, this pot has the ability to burn my rice, and that's all that matters. Amen. It has the ability to do what? Burn my rice. So that is how I'm going to achieve my party jollof. So this pot, leave us alone. This one, yes, that one. This pot is going to do justice. So I've put enough oil in the pot, and I've put 1 medium-sized onion into the hot oil, and I'll let it saute for about 2 to 3 minutes, just like this. And then I will squeeze in 1 tube of this tomato puree. That's all I need. Do you like my nails? It's really nice. I love it. So we're going to squeeze that in and then just give it a good stir. Give it a good stir. And then we'll let it fry again until all the onions look red, just like so. And then you stir it. And at this point that it's all nicely combined like that and fried, so you know that the puree is actually cooked. At this point, I would then put dried thyme, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, and also 1 teaspoon of curry powder. So that is going to infuse into this base. Oh, can you smell it already? Right. Give that a good stir so it doesn't stay in one place and start burning before the mission to start burning your rice should start. Okay, give it a good stir, and then we would introduce the blended pepper into the pot, like so. Give it a good stir. Look at how red, look at the color. And now we're going to let this cook. Yes. And then we put a bay leaf as well. So my bay leaf, I've already washed them all, and then I dried them actually in my oven, so I don't need to keep washing them each time I need to use them. So I put about 4 leaves in the pot, and I'll give it a good stir again to combine, and let this thing fry until the base is cooked. Like, you need this thing to cook properly, because if it doesn't cook properly, that's why you find some people's rice get sour. And on average, if I cook jollof rice, it could last in my fridge for even up to 2 weeks, and it will still maintain the good taste. So it's very important that your jollof base actually cooks properly. Can you see? It looks really nice. And then I would add my chicken broth into the flavor. In that chicken broth, there's actually ginger and garlic in there. I put lots of ginger and garlic in there, so that was why I did not actually use ginger to blend my my pepper at the beginning. and I used about 6 cubes, you know them small cubes. I used 6 of those ones there, and I've not put any salt because my broth already contains salt. But if at this point you feel like you can't taste enough salt in there, feel free to put some salt to taste in your base, and then let it cook again for another 5 minutes, and then you see everything is nicely combined and the oil is settling at the top. That's when you know that yes, it's cooked. Then you introduce your raw rice. There is a controversy about rice when you want to cook jollof rice. Some people like to parboil the rice, and some people prefer to use raw rice. So what team do you belong to? For me, I prefer to use raw rice. Yes, it takes longer, but I believe it's actually part of the things that would actually infuse the flavor into the rice. Yeah? I let this cook for maybe another 5 minutes, and then I add more water. So that's basically the container I had the broth in. I just added some warm water in there, and then added it to the rice. So I'm looking at it, that should be enough water to cook the rice. If you feel it's not enough, all you need enough water to cook your rice to 80%, because the rest is going to be steam that is going to cook up the rice, and you have the allowance to actually let the rice burn to get that flavor. So at this point, the rice is kind of like drying up. You can taste it to see if it's cooked, but give it a good stir to make sure everything is combining nicely. And then if you feel like you need more water at this point, please do add some more water to it. Yeah, and then we would introduce something else to help your rice burn. This thing is important. You could use that, or you could use a plastic bag, either, but anything to just help to trap any air from coming out of that pot. Okay, then you seal it and let it cook. Let it cook until you start to smell something burning. Now let's have a look at this rice. Let's have a look. Ooh, can you see that? Look at that beauty. Give it a good stir. Can you see that? This looks really nice. Can you smell it already? Can you smell it from where you are? Are you cooking with me as we're doing this? Are you at this point yet with your cooking? This looks really good, and I must tell you, it was very, very yummy. I never get this wrong. I never get this wrong. If you follow the steps, I can guarantee you that your rice would be very, very yummy. And just give it a good stir, and then just, cover it up again and just let it burn. The steam is all that does it. Nothing escapes. Nothing escapes. And just look at that. Our jollof rice is ready. Can you see how fluffy the rice is? It's very fluffy. That's our party jollof rice ready. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do me a favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Drop a comment. The comment helps us. If there's anything you want me to do next, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for my new subscribers. I really appreciate you. My OGs, I thank you so much. And I will see you in my next video.